Want to. Waiting. I coming here and just sharing little thoughts about this. But let's see. I'm live. Yes. Hi. I'm Conny. And it's Thursday. It's a new day. But it's an end of this new day. So it's starting to get to nap time. But I want to, it's Thursday, so I wanted to share something, but I got stuck. I had many options and I didn't even know where to begin or what to begin or something. So I had a phone call and weird sound. Yeah, I had a phone call and yeah, got some tips and so on. So this, I don't going to talk about it so much, but don't judge by their look. The people, the picture is telling pretty much already. If you see, when you see a guy with that kind of style, he has probably tags all along pics and smoking probably and going with a heavy style, and you like when you're probably seeing him, you probably thinking at first he likes only dead or bad things. He likes all all hardcore style and so on. And when you're meeting the little girl, oh, so pretty. That girl going to be a great woman in the future life. But when you're starting to know them, they are probably totally different person from what you have expected. When you're talking to the guy with that kind of hairstyle, yeah. So you know me, even when I have this, I like this, or I doing this just having this because for fun. But when you're starting to know this guy, he is have the warmest heart you ever known. He thinking about other people. He doesn't smoke. He work with older people and taking care of them. When you have all these thoughts about him at first sign when he coming there, about that is a bad guy. The same thing goes with the girl. Even when she looks like a little girl, when you're starting to talk to her, she may be only thinking and talking about killing, bad stuff. Nothing is fun in the world. The killing part was maybe a little extreme to take on, but just give some example. So, and it exists so many others. When you see a fat people, or that, sorry, that was wrong word, person who has a little more fat on. Well, fat people. It sounds stupid. Little bigger people. Yeah. So, oh, that felt. Yeah, when you're seeing a person like that, you're thinking probably like he's unhealthy, he's not doing exercise, any exercise. The only thing he is doing is like laying in the couch and eat and watching TV, and he doesn't do so much. It's a lazy person. But you don't know what's going on in his head. What kind of war is going on in his head? You just judging him from the look and making up a whole story how he is. He's a big person just because he's lazy and like doesn't care about his own body. Imagine then to be him. You're saying probably, well, if I would be him, I would take time to go to the gym, I would take time to make a diet, I would do cardio. I couldn't go with all that fat on me. But here is the thing then. Do you know what he has gone through in his life? Many people who's losing their motivation to take care of the body and starting to eat a lot and getting that big is for the most, I don't saying to all of them, but think on it, because I know some people love food so much, so that is their gold in days. I see I have frozen in at YouTube. I think I will do this. Yeah, they like just loving food and they love life, but it exists for the most. Those who are big, I don't saying those who are just little, you have little scumpy stuff on you, but I talking about this, who their health is a little on the risk, or hard, how to say. But the thing is, why they eating, why they don't have the motivation, is for the most something deep has happened in their life, in the history. By that, they losing sign. They maybe have lost, with a king, a man has lost his wife. The wife meant everything for him. And the only thing that feels good for his brain, for his mind, is to eat. Like candy. That the sugar rush that make him feel more like more happy somehow. And he eating more and more and more. But on the same time, when the motivation and everything, when he is so depressed, so when he don't have anyone who's helping him up either, and just blaming him at that is his own fault that he has been like he is, like that big. And yes, it is his own fault, but people saying like you should need to start with a diet, you should start workout and so on. The first task with some kind of people always start with the mind. Because if you have something heavy inside of you, it's not easy to take it out on your own. It's not. I know some people, like people who's trying to take their own life. And then I have heard from someone else, well, I have been in deep emotions, but I didn't take my life. I didn't take it or got fat or anything. But don't even think about it. Don't even say that. You are not that person. You, even when we all have gone through heavy stuff, that doesn't mean you know the other person. We all have our own rule. I see it got from this subject a little about to judge people. This was, yeah, well, it's kind of the same subject, but this is about the look. Let's stop it there. Like always, I haven't planned anything or something. All what I'm saying now is just straight from the head. So, about the look. When I know myself, I go often with this kind of pair of what's the name on? I don't know the name on that. Yeah. But then I have some fluffy jacket. I having these people. And when people maybe see me, they thinking, I have tried to see myself from a distance, and I see myself like I maybe look poor, I maybe look like a sad guy, I maybe not like having so much in my life that I want to take care about or take on, and so on. just because I have clothes on me that looks poor. I taking my clothes from Loppis, what's the name at English, where you going and buying old clothes. You're not going and like buying new stuff. You're buying someone who don't having any use of it anymore. You know, to reuse the stuff. That there is the stuff I buy all the time. And what more? But by that, yeah. If you are a person who see me and thinking all that, when you're starting to know me, yeah, some of you already have seen what kind of type I am here. So, loving life, I have many plans, I have dreams, I humbling a lot. I'm a guy who, I realized that actually many times when I begin with something. So it depends on what it is, but for example this art, I have changed style, but that is by time. Pretty often now this last half year, but that is just because I want trying to find this fun. I want to see the fun. I love art all the time, of course, but just to really enjoy it all, every little second and pieces, and yeah, and so on. So this, I didn't really, don't know. Another example. If you're seeing a person who looks lazy, yeah, lazy. It doesn't always mean he's lazy. He's probably lazy because he, like me, I spending my time all the time now in front of the computer. And when you're seeing when I telling you how much I sitting here and not doing anything else, and you don't know me at all, so you're probably thinking I'm a very lazy person because I'm sitting here like I spending time in front of the computer like at least 12 hours a day, at least 12 to around 15 nowadays. But you don't know me. Or of course you do, but I, from a view from a person who just hearing this, how much I spending in front of the computer and seeing how small I am and so on. So they don't know I have injuries. That what making me to sit here all the time, to leak, yeah, to get healthy back. So But by that I meant you're judging at the first hearing and they look how I look, and you don't thinking about anything about my backstory, why I looking like I do. Other. If you are rich. Sorry. If you look rich. You're going there with a costume all the time, you have shirt on, you having your hair styled, you have glasses on. When you're seeing a guy like that, you're probably thinking at first, oh, he has a good life. He has work, true. He has money. He can buy everything. He can. And that is your first judge about that kind of person, because you have seen so many other in the same way. But you didn't know what I have heard. 4 out of 10 people here in Finland, I think, or is it in the world? I don't know. But 4 out of 10, the richest men, those who have money, they can buy everything. They are the most desperate people. They have so sad mindset. Not cause, I can't answer on that. But one reason I can imagine it is because they never is thankful for what they have. The only thing they feel pleasure of is when they buying stuff. But when they have everything and they don't know what to buy, where to get the happiness from then. So that's a thing to think on too, because even when you have all the money, you look like a healthy, rich man, humbling, working guy, that doesn't mean he is happy or love life like you're thinking he may be. So that was another part. Do not judge 100% at the first sign. Oh, the eyes, of course, catching how you look at first. But then when you have like grouped every person who is round, you have this group in your head. They are lazy. When you're looking like this, you are lazy. When you're going with a costume, you have money and you are happy. And when you're seeing a tough guy like this, you putting him in the group at the first sign. He's a hardcore. He's like yeah, he doing all this alcohol and drugs and so on. Of course, I understand, yeah, the eyes is catching at the first sign, and you're judging at the first sign by that. But don't, because that person can be totally someone else from the look they showing themselves. So someone else or something else, because I mentioned reach those who are around. Yeah, it exists many things to I think it's pretty good about that. So always try to learn and put that in your back head to the next time you seeing another person, or that person is saying some word to you and you're reacting on it, and then you're judging him at the first sign, first words by that. But that is, it can be he's reacting, he's saying something bad just because something bad has happened some hour before you meeting this guy. So that anger in him going needs to come out somehow. Because when you're starting to talk to him, her, he maybe can be the kindest person you have ever met. Even when he maybe yelled at you at the first second. This is the kind, yeah, don't judge people by their look. It's kind of the same way with the racism thing. Because just that I don't liking really this subject actually, but it's often here. If it doesn't happen so often that just because a white girl doing something bad, then will not like 10 other white persons be judged by the same thing or the same race. But it's some common thing. If you are more darker color, if one guy doing something bad, then suddenly everyone doing the same thing and need to be punished for the same thing, even when this with darker skin doesn't even know each other and are the kindest people. So that is a little thing about why racism is existing. This is live. Good talking here. Yeah, sitting and thinking on the same time I'm talking, that's no good. You're welcome. Yeah, I understand. I got some new puzzle piece for a week ago-ish about that. Why racism exists to some people. Because if you... it's hard to say, actually. Yeah, I think I will end it before I... Or like I said, I just sitting here rambling to you now, not thinking so much on... Don't have any schedule or anything. Trying to make it interesting, of course. But yeah, I think I will end it. I think. I have talked now for 30 minutes. If you like the subject, and if you want to hear more of me to talk about this, where I was about to go, or yeah, so write in the comment section if you want to hear more about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. So, my subject today, like you heard, don't try always not to judge another people for someone who looks the same for the same reason. By their look, because we are all unique. We are all human in our own way. We have our own rules in this world. Just because you're saying to someone he doing wrong, that doesn't mean he is doing wrong by himself. Because what he is doing, that may be the best thing for him. For example. Yeah. Oh, this rambling. It's Thursday, so it's okay. It's not like a subject or anything. Try to remind it. When you're seeing people, don't look by how they looking. Don't judge by how they looking. Go talk to them, know them before you're starting to judge maybe what kind of person it is. That's my suggestion. That's why many... Yeah, that's another... Just about this rules and so on. That's another subject to talk about more or remind. But yeah. I hope you got something from this. It feels like I just sat and talked to you by no reason. But it's okay. Yeah. I hope you're having a beautiful day, like always. Love what you do and enjoy your life to the fullest. And thank you for watching. Bye bye and good night for me. Yee!